G'day all. Got a faulty Coiltech double D coil here, and I'll show you how to pull them apart and fix them. First of all, you've got to loosen off the cable gland, which is here. You might have to use a pair of pliers or small shifter if it's very, very tight. But just slide that down. Get a sharp blade. Should have a handle on it, but I've done this before. Started it in the coil like so, and just work it round. Cut the glue. Okay, separate the coil. Slide the top part up the cable. Like so. Sometimes these are stuck. The base part's stuck to this. Let's see how we go here. Just work it round. Don't try and wrench it off. It'll just break. Might use my the blunt in my knife to see if I can get this starting to budge. Now I've got it started, you can probably peel it off. Like so. You've got a pancake. What this stuff here is cardboard which has been sprayed with a conductive carbon or nickel based paint. And what's happened with this coil, it goes noisy. It won't ground balance. The detector actually works with this coil, but you put the coil near the ground or you hit any trees or shrubs and it sounds off a very large signal. What happens with these coils, rather than pulling the whole thing completely to bits, rebuilding him, you can see here that there is tape, and under the tape we've got a very small wire. I don't know if you can see that, don't want to get too blurry, but there's a wire there, and that's just resting on top of the carbon. Now what happens is, over a period of time, the wire either builds up an oxide on it or something of that nature, and it doesn't conduct. It just, there's no connection there. So the trick would be on this one is pull this back, make sure that the wire here is still connected to the outside of the cable. You could probably get a multimeter and touch the wire and touch the connection on the other end of the plug here, see if you've got continuity, and get some silver epoxy, silver loaded epoxy. You get it Farnell's or somewhere like that, DigiKey if you're in the US, and just put a few dabs on the wire, let it set again onto the carbon, and put your bit of tape over. It also is on the bottom part as well. You can see here. You be careful when you do this, because if you want to preserve the conductive cardboard, you don't want it to rip the cardboard that the tape's stuck to. You be careful. It might pay to do it on a very hot day, or use something like a lacquer remover. There again, there's the wire. It's just loose, so that would probably come out really well if it was glued down as well. Inside this coil there's windings, but because the problem is only in the sounding off when you hit objects or when you place the coil near the ground, like it won't properly ground balance, or you put your hand on the coil and it sounds off. That'll usually mean that the Faraday shield is not connected. It's that your hand capacitance is interacting with the the actual coil windings, which is underneath this conductive cardboard. And if this was all in place and connected, the capacitance reacts between this plate and your hand, and not your hand and the coil wire. So that's how a Faraday shield works, stopping that capacitive effect. Anyway, I'll fix this one up and stick it back together, so you can do the same with yours. It's probably you know, 90% of problems with these coils is the wires under here just, you know, wear and tear. They just come loose and just don't connect. Anyway, catch us later.